Once again, scouring the pits here at Sea Otter 2019 for some more stuff. It's going to be weird, wonderful, and all sorts of crazy tech. Come and have a look. Just hanging out outside the Marin bike stand, looking at their new Alcatraz, which of course is the jump bike. And to be fair, this is largely down to Matt Jones, a team rider, helping develop the bike. But look at the paint job on this. I'm loving the sort of the almost neon retro 80s, 90s kind of look to it, but a bit of a throwback with the old school style decals on the top there. Killer price, $1,300 US for complete bike. Looks really good fun. Pump track killer, that one. So I just found Dan Atherton hovering around the pits here by the Fox stand. And he's got his brand new Atherton prototype. So this one is a 160mm travel bike, the sort of thing he's going to be sending off huge jumps. Of course, it's using those carbon frame tubes on here with the titanium lugs on the front there. They're used by additive manufacturing. Now we've seen this, it's done by Renishaw Manufacturing. It used to be robot bikes, and now it's all about these Atherton bikes. It's a very, very cool system. It barely uses any material. There's barely any waste in the system that it's manufactured. It means that they can constantly tune the way they want the bikes to ride by having different lug systems with different angles. I think it's pretty much a bike of the future. Pretty stealthy as well. Dan does tend to like his bikes mostly black. Got the black graphics on here. Now I was just chatting to Dan about how this bike feels, and it's immensely progressive out back, which is obviously going to suit the way he rides. I mean, this particular one belongs to Rachel, but he's riding it here at Sea Otter in the slalom, hence the slightly smaller bike for him. But it's got quite a lot of room, to be fair. But the actual suspension design is the Dave Weigel design. Of course, he's famous for doing the DW link, amongst other things. And it does feel amazing, very, very supple, which suggests it's going to have immense grip. I want to do something else on these bikes soon, because I want to get to grips and actually get out on the trails on one. I think they're absolutely fantastic looking. It's really cool to see the Atherton family having their own bike brand. Also spotted on Dan's bike are the Trickstuff Maxima disc brake levers and calipers. Now these things are insanely powerful. They're probably the most powerful brakes I've actually felt myself. I'd love to get a hold of these and actually play with them out on the trail, but something I just wanted to show you that's very cool about them is look how slender the clamp is on them. So they're very lightweight, but like the Shimano XTR levers, it has like a stabilizing part of the clamp there to make sure they're nice and stiff when you use them. Lever feel is amazing. They've got cartridge bearings there on the lever blade, and you've got the adjustability to get them to feel the way you want. Phenomenal set of brakes. Very interesting and very different actually. So something, a bit of a pattern actually I've been seeing in bikes, and something I've been wanting to see for a long time. I always talk about this. Short travel 29ers, bikes that go so fast you can feel the terrain. You've got enough suspension to give you the traction that you need, but you can still feel the ground. This is another one. This is from Whyte, which is a British brand now. You can get these all around the world. It's called the S-120. 120mm travel out back, 120mm travel up front, 65-degree head angle there. This thing is built to go fast. It's not an XC bike. This is a hard riding trail bike, just with short travel. 75-degree seat angle, although hard to see there because of the way the frame layout suggests it looks slacker than it actually is. But this thing's designed to get you to the top so you can smash it on those descents. Absolutely love it. Fantastic looking bike, and definitely a pattern we're starting to see a lot more of at last. So yeah, again, another really cool short travel bike, but this time from Yeti, a slightly different approach to it. So we've already seen the SB130. This is the SB130 Lunch Ride Edition, or the LR edition. What they've done, they've overstroked the shock on it, so it's got a longer, more capable shock, in this case Fox DPX2. Instead of delivering 130mm travel, it's actually delivering 136mm travel. And up front it's got a 36 on there with a full 160mm travel, and of course it's got the grip to damper on there. So the whole idea is a lot more fun on those descents, but of course with short travel out back means it's still going to fly up those hills using the Switch Infinity system that they've used for some time now. Fantastic looking bike, got 65.1 degree head angle and 77 out back there, so superior for climbing. Just a really cool approach. Again, less travel sometimes is more. In front of me here is the new Norco Revolver. So this is an XC race bike, and really it's the bike it's been designed to hopefully win at the next Olympics. Now I think what's very cool about this is, well in fact there's a whole number of things that's very cool about this. The current one you can see in front of me here is 100mm travel front and rear, but they also offer it as 120mm, but it's exactly the same frame, and that's 120 on the front and 120 on the back, just by having a slightly longer shock. So it's designed to cope with that, no problems, no other modifications needed. Of course you can buy it in a 120, you can buy it in a 100, happy days, all good. Now, the thing that's especially good about this for me is the radical approach to the geometry on it. So It's well known that cross-country bikes are generally shorter, they're generally steeper, perhaps a bit more nervous on the descents. This is like a modern day bike. So up front you've got a 68.5 degree head angle on here, but it's the reach that's really staggering. So a size XL, can you imagine what it would be? I would say on a cross-country bike normally 460, something like that, 520 on an XL, and then 30mm increments down to an extra small, so 4 sizes available on the bike. Really progressive, built around a 60mm stem, being optimised for like basically ideal traction, descending and climbing, and all-round handling. As we keep saying, we've seen cross-country racing starting to evolve into something much more aggressive, much harder, and much more exciting to watch. So bikes like this are at the forefront, and I think this looks fantastic. Just outside the SRAM, the Rockshox stand, just admiring this Santa Cruz Megatower. It's got that new Lyric Ultimate on the front. In fact, it's absolutely dripping with the coolest stuff. But just a little thing that I've just noticed, the red spring there on the Deluxe Ultimate Shock. Oh man, how cool is that? Having matching red front and rear. Such a basic thing, but we've seen this for years with Fox having an orange fork and now the orange spring. You can do the same thing with Rockshox now. Pretty cool. I'm starting to feel that when I was a young kid riding a bike, I was kind of ripped off really. I don't remember having anything like this. Look at this, it's outrageous. The full sus bike, clutch mech on the back there, Fox shock, got suspension forks on there. How cool is this? Called the Prodigy from Shredder Bikes. They've got a whole range of really, really advanced little kids bikes. Just check some of these out. Fully featured for the mini ripper out there. I just think this is so cool. All about the riders of tomorrow. And if they get a chance to ride this sort of thing when they're that size, can you imagine how fast and how good they're going to be when they're as old as me? Flipping egg. Amazing. And there we go, that's another wrap for some more tech here from Sea Otter 2019. Let us know what you liked best in the comments below this video. And if you want to see a couple more, click through here to our other Sea Otter videos that are already live on GMBN Tech. As always, give us that huge thumbs up if you love what we do, and don't forget to share, click and subscribe.